What's up? What's up? I'm HypeHype. I play games, make games everywhere, and I am in my new apartment. I moved last week. This is the third time I've moved this year. So, yeah, I'm actually trying to keep track of how many times I moved, just like one place to another. But I hope to be in this apartment for 2 months, which is great because staying in one apartment is always nice. I want to offer from okay. We got let's go to this chat. Followers price is any competitor. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm not looking to do business. So. Today I am working on making a Wubbox, and yeah, I was working today a couple of hours and doing research on what a Wubbox is, and they're pretty cool. And I realized it just takes a lot of time to make it cool things, as always. That's just like the normal. Oh, and we are also testing the internet at my new apartment. People at what's up Miguel, people up on the TikTok. Here we got my whole setup. This is what we're working with, and yeah, live on the YouTube as well. Okay, so Wubbox. So first thing I want to do is like special shout out to Rodia, who I first saw his Wubboxes and I was like, yo, these are cool. Let's see what I can do. Rodia is just someone else on HypeHype who is I think more into Wubboxes than me. Had a cool. I mean, he's got his own, and ooh, look at that! This game looks cool with the cartoon like colors. Yeah. Oh, and it's okay, and we got some background music going. So yeah, so this is one where it's like eating some noodles, and there's a couple other ones. Like he made his own characters. Now, making like a 3D model character in HypeHype. Oh, we lost internet, so this is bad. This is what I was worried about. Okay, let's and the internet's back. Okay. This is one of those things when you just move to a new apartment and gotta test the internet. I feel like this literally did happen to me 2 months ago when I was in a new apartment in Florianopolis, Brazil. They were Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Rabbit. Things are gonna go fast. That's what I'm picking up on. So let's take a look at what I've made so far. It's not like too amazing, but again, I mean, I guess let's see how long it took me to work on this. And again, we're testing the internet speed. We'll see how it goes. I do have a backup internet. It looks like the YouTube frames per second is working well, but the iPad is having issues trying to get that speed. And I'll be honest, I can never tell with TikTok because my phone just doesn't update that well. So let's give this like, oh, here we go. So very early stages. Let's go and turn the logic on, zoom in. The first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna grab the guy. We need to grab the guy specifically. So it's a little bit difficult to grab the dude. He's basically doing a hip hop dance. My favorite dance move, actually. Seeing how that he is moving. Well, I guess these are attached to the character. So we just gotta select, what's the area pick? There we go, character animation. I'm gonna move him to the T pose, and speed was set to 0.2, which is a decent amount of speed. But we just basically want him to go slow. Now I don't have all these pieces connected. I do have a picture of what we're looking for when it comes to the Wubboxes. Oh, nope, that's just literally. This is, I think it's like called the tree Wubbox. One photo. Here, yeah. So it looks kind of like this dude. Oh, what does he use? Kind of like this. And this is the Wubbox we are going for. What I'm trying to figure out right now is how to do the mouth. So the Wubbox is actually like they move and they sing, and it's actually really cool. Let's see if we can search. We like to Google. Here we go. We got the shorts. So they make noises and stuff, and it's a game. My Singing Monsters. And each of the pieces do something, but if we notice, we got multiple like rings, and we'll use those to help accentuate the legs and things. So move this one and take this, and we'll move it to, I believe this is like the right leg, right thigh. Let's say leg. I believe the thigh is higher up on the body. I gotta make sure I got the tea kettle going, so I don't want to like So some of these pieces I don't think are connected correctly, so let's just go ahead and attach them. We'll select, attach, select. Just go ahead and move it. And all I was doing was just gluing these pieces together. Attach from parent. And the white box that we see, we will drag to select. No, I want to deselect. Drag to select parent. No. Okay, so, okay. When you select an object, you can see that everything is lit up. That's because that's the parent. So we select this, detach from parent. Looks like there is a little bit of a bug in that this object is no longer the parent, but it kind of seems like it is. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. Again, the app is in beta. It is a privilege to get to work on it before it is released on the App Store. I suspect millions of people will be all about making games on the phone if given the chance. This, okay. So right now we have these little rings, which are the, I want to say like the feet. No, the like the ankles. Okay, so it looks like there's some electricity going on here. And this kind of looks like a little stump. I don't have 2 feet logs, but I have one I think could work. And I am also working on like a pump action arm leg thing. That being said, the coolest thing about the Wubboxes is that they make noises. Which I think will give me a really good opportunity to play around with the sound mechanics of HypeHype. I haven't yet to do this because there's just so much to do. I kind of get overwhelmed. Which I think is normal. You know, when you can do basically everything and anything, it's overwhelming. So let's look at this. So right here we got 1 ring, 2 ring, and I don't know if that's like, it look like almost like little onion balls, wooden balls. I'm talking like what, like a kneecap? Yeah, like a kneecap. So 1, 2, 3, and then we got like. Okay. So let's take a look at. Let's do it again. Let's see the. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 rings for each leg, so we can recreate that. Let's go here. Got this one. Skinnier, and I'm gonna detach from parent. I believe right now it's selected on the. Well, the leg thigh. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit smaller. That looks cool. And maybe we'll take this and we'll attach it to the foot. So let's go here and left foot. And I'm just gonna duplicate this and move it over here. And we'll connect this one to the right foot. And that is my tea kettle. I am making tea at the same time that I am making a Wubbox. As long as I don't forget about it. Let me turn it off right now. What can I say? I am a fan of green tea, and I want to have green tea for tomorrow. So I like my green tea chilled. It's good to do that in advance. Okay, so we got 1, and we said there was like kind of like a ball object Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's go look at ball. So I know in HypeHype they're working on like more objects with textures. So that's cool. Unfortunately, textured objects are not really a thing today. But you know, we might be able to use something. Ooh, you know what? This alien orb I think would work very well. And we can make, let's change the colors because we're gonna do like a brown. And you know what? Maybe we could make just like the green. Yeah, that kind of I like that. I think that actually works very well. Zoom in, pinch to zoom in. Look at that. Look at that. Meant to be. So again, we're gonna select this to the left foot. Right here. So we just need to select the character dude. I'm gonna get his name because I actually don't know. Wait, no, that's the left foot. If you select the wrong one, you'll see it when he dances. Watch here. Let's see this. Oh, that's that piece I was telling you I'm working on. I am going to. Well, I don't like to talk about the things that I'm going to do because. It's just dangerous. If you talk about all the things that you're gonna do and then you never do it, come on. So I like to talk about the things that I've done, things that I am. I guess I'm currently doing this one, so that's happening. This is what I was thinking for the mouth. Let's move it to the side. And so one of these is off. Okay, so I think I can go over here. So right now we are play testing. If this was a game, this is playing. But we can turn the logic on. We can go into edit mode. So this is basically like an edit mode, which is cool. And wait, what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to select the character. Select the character. Go up here. Go to advanced character animation. And we're gonna move him to the dancing mode. And I'm doing this here because once he starts dancing, everything just kind of goes haywire. And it's just easier to do this. So I can see some of these. Look at that. So those are just clearly attached to the wrong, probably just the left arm, right arm wrong. And this is why we playtest. Playtesting is the most, is what you're gonna do. They should really call game development playtest development. That's really what you do. So let's just go ahead and detach that. Yo, what's up, Russell? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I played My Singing Monster before and it was a great game. Yeah, so I saw a little bit of gameplay. I'll be honest with you, I have been out of the playing game scene for a while. I used to play games like all the time, and then I was just, honestly, I just wanted to start making games, and I've been making games pretty much more or less every day for the last, 7 years, 6 years, but like simple games, like hyper casual, so. But yeah, the gameplay is like what you buy monsters and they make you money or something. All about that money. Okay, what are we doing? We're at this one ball. Oh yeah. So here, this is the left arm, right? And I looked this up. The left forearm. Okay, so we want left arm, and then we want left forearm. And you know, you learn a lot when you make games. Always doing research, always getting information about anatomy. This is your forearm. I'll be honest with you, I actually have to look this up all the time because I forget. I am not a doctor, and super important. Go here, go to the model. So you can actually favorite you can favorite certain objects. And I want to favorite that that skeleton dude, but if I type in character in the search, I think it comes up. Okay, yeah, template, character, body, but oh, favorite it. You have to select it, maybe. How do I favorite? Okay, so I think I have to hit this. So I go into the list view. And then you select it, and then you hit favorite. Anybody? It'd be nicer if there was an easier way to favorite this. I'll be honest with you. Or if that favorite tab existed in this. I like, cause I like the icon view. But anyways, now we got it. Character, template, body. Oh, you know what? I bet you this object, this little dot is the forearm. And then this one is the regular arm. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's go ahead, take this one, duplicate it, and put it right there. And we are going to select, you can select any cube, and this is the right foot. See, don't want to be making that mistake. And let's go ahead and do this one out here. Right arm. No, that's the right forearm. I made that mistake on purpose. That's exactly what I did. And this is the right arm. And it's because it's the way he is, right? Like, if the dude's looking, oh, you know what I just realized? And I've made this mistake before. He could be forward or backwards. He could be like this. I've made this mistake before, so let's actually take a look. I bet you, oh man, it's such a good example, although kind of bad on my part. There's no way to tell which way he's facing because he has no face. So let's move him to dance hip hop. Yeah, so I swear, and look, I think his legs are also, okay. So he's just facing the wrong way. So we're gonna go ahead, select him, and detach all children, and then go like this. And now I believe he's facing the right way. One reason I know this is that if you get a random character, so like let's go get a character, go get Neddy, you can see how she's facing away from the camera. So the fact that she's facing away from the camera means this dude is facing away from the camera when you load him into the screen. And yeah, I only know this because I've made this mistake before, and I think that's a testament to making games, honestly, because a lot of times you learn along the way. It's kind of like life. You learn along the way, and then once you figure it out, you're like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. Let's go ahead and reattach all these. Again, you can just touch any cube. This is the left foot, and after I'm done connecting these items, we'll do the same test. And yeah, this is a great way to set off the stream, actually. Making simple mistakes, and they're all simple mistakes. Like, game development is just like making a simple mistake, learning, and keep going. Left foot, this is the left foot. And I think this is, wait, did I? Oh yeah, we need to attach this one too. Right foot. This one to the left foot. Left foot, where you at? And I think one of those simple reasons I was making this mistake is because I would attach, you know, these objects to the head. And the head, it doesn't matter which way you're facing, it'll attach properly. Because, I mean, it's a 3D object. It doesn't matter which way you're facing, like, it's attached to the head. Working on some stuff with the head. There's like some particle, like this eye kind of has a particle thing. And I don't know if there's a neck. That I don't know. Okay, so let's go this. This is the left arm. And this is the left forearm. And this is the right arm. And this is the left forearm. Up, and let's go ahead to camera. So we got the logic on. We just need to select the dude. I'm gonna go up here to the top right, select the model, the advanced. How's my battery looking? My battery's at 31%. That's great. And we're gonna select hip hop dance. And look at that. It's actually working because the dude's facing the proper way. We'll go ahead and get that neck and that ball. I thought his ball was good to go. Oh, weird. Before I had a vector transform, I think I've accidentally deleted that. I'm thinking everywhere. Not cool. So here, this thing spins. Also kind of want to do a particle, but particles are a little bit complicated, but totally worth it. So let's get this dude spinning first. Okay. Vector transform, and it's the random. So this is a particle. So it looks like this random particle is set up. Try to keep track of how many times or how long to set the interval. Because right now you can see how it does this. We don't want it to do it all the time. Just some of the time. Let's go ahead and connect this to, I don't know, is there a neck? I don't think there's a neck. I think we just go ahead. Look at our reference picture. Oh, how's the internet? Are we still connected? Okay, so one, and then we got another ball thingy there. It's a lighter brown. I gotta figure out something with the rib cage. I think is good move here. So here. Was it like one ball? Yeah, I think these are the moves. I don't know what this is. Is this a leg? what is that? That's like the left thigh. Yeah, I think that's the thigh. That's the right thigh. That's one of the things I do love about making games. You just learn more about everything. And I'm not sure about the thigh. Human thigh. I think that's... Okay, so it's like this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's the thigh. And go ahead and duplicate this as well. And right thigh. Left thigh. Well, these don't exist. Oops. Yo, what, left leg, left foot, left... I don't know the difference between left foot and left thigh. I think maybe it's left leg. Again, we can hit play and then we can check it out. Oh, the dude is dancing. But it looks like there's like a light beam coming from it. So let's go and take a look at some... So let's save it, and then I'm going to take a look at some particle effects. Asset effects. Sometimes they don't load. Okay. Lots of cool particles. Maybe spark consistent, level up looks cool. Magic trail could be a useful one. I like lightning ball. I think we're gonna want lightning ball for this. Okay, so there's lightning ball. Now, I think we want it to be a little bit green, so let's go into particle effects, select it, duplicate it, and then change the name of it. And call it green. Lightning. That is the green linen gag. Lightning. Why can I not spell lightning? DT Jones in the house. What's up, dude? Welcome. I've moved again, dude. I am in a new place. Other than the remnants of what is it? What did they do when they it's been a while, HypeHype. So how's the Philippines been treating you? Well, living in Manila, big city, I believe population 12, 13 million. I'm pretty sure life goes faster. Or no. My perception of life goes faster when living in a big city. You know, when I was living on a small island with 150,000 people, and every day I just felt like I had 3 days in a day. I don't know how to describe it. Today or this month, time just goes by so fast. It's weird, man. And this is one of the things why I say like time is a construct of one's own. I forget what I say, but I think I say that when my perception of time goes by slow. But time has been going by super fast, which is cool. You know, I do what I always do. You know, figure out where the grocery store is. I got a new place to live. Literally 50% cheaper than where I was living before, which is great. I've only seen 2 cockroaches. The first one was already dead, and the second one was pretty small. I've seen bigger ones in New York, so I mean, I'm not intimidated, but there is a slight, I don't know. I'm on the 24th floor, and what is it? I think the fumigation, or got some fumigation things, and I basically have to leave the windows open and a fan going all day because there's something that kind of burns my eyes, like some kind of chemical, something that burns my eyes where I live. Which, you know, it's funny because I have lived so many places. Something always reminds me of something else. I just call this like life experience, but when I lived in Chiang Mai, Thailand, there's this thing called burning season, and it's basically the locals burn trash, grass, wheat. They basically burn everything to for the farmland so crops can grow, and everything is just filled with smoke. And it's, you know, I'm quitting smoking. I quit smoking, I believe, for about 5 weeks, which is great. I think I'm finally finished. But I used to go outside and it would burn my eyes like so bad, man. And okay, so it is a little green. I think we needed to, oh, you know what, the end color, maybe the end color needs to be like this. I think we need to go dark green, and then the end color be light green. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll use that one as the basis. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So anyways, my apartment, it's one of those things where it's like you're new to, like, I need a week. I've only been here for 3 days. The Wi-Fi, still testing the Wi-Fi, dude. I feel like we were doing this a couple months ago in the other apartment. Like, it might cut out. It's not great. I'm paying extra for it, and it's, you know, I feel like a snob sometimes, man. I'm just like, yo, give me the good Wi-Fi. Oh wait, no. We're going here. Start color is dark green, end color is light green. What we're doing. Okay, so shortcut trick is using these little dots here, right there. You can use that to do a shortcut. So we'll do that for the start. That sounds adventurous. Yeah, man. You know, I remember a long time ago, I think it was 13 years ago, I think I went what, it was like 2008, economy collapsed, I lost my job, and I went backpacking through Europe for like 3 months. That, you know, I had a good tech job, so I had some money saved up, and halfway through that trip, I found the next job I would have for 5 years, with my with the old boss, and did the whole interview via what, Skype. I think that was the thing back then. It was Skype, and this was 2009. This is 2009. And yeah, and I remember he was like, "Yo, we want you to start next week, and you do that." And I was like, "Nah, man, maybe next month, 'cause I'm still backpacking through Europe." And he was like, "Okay, cool." And then I came back, and I already had like a really nice job all set up, doing what I had been doing for years. Yeah, man, that was one of the best companies I ever worked for. The tech blog, it was kind of a big deal in the Bay Area. But that was a long time ago, man. How did I get to that? Oh, yeah. Adventurous. I remember I would wake up and I would go to work, and I was missing that craving of adventure, because before I had been backpacking through Europe, I would wake up in different countries. I wouldn't know where I was. I was missing that. And I remember I kind of regret it a little bit, but not so much. But maybe I woke up thinking, man, I wish every day was an adventure. And now, like, literally every day is an adventure. And dude, it is exhausting. It is exhausting. I went to the grocery store today. The lady like accidentally double charged me for like 2 items, and the total was like $2 extra. And I wouldn't even have minded it, but like, anyways, it took like 30 extra minutes. It just, I am fascinated every day, and I'm grateful. I hope I'm not sounding grateful. Like, I liked it the whole time. I was like, not a problem, no worries. And I took a scooter to go to. I'm a little bit of a dork, so I try to find like grocery stores, because when you live somewhere for a long time, you can go to all the cool stuff, but honestly, I like to cook, so I try to find a good grocery store. And here, oh man, there's so much more food options than Brazil. Like, Brazil has amazing steak, barbecue, but here they just got all the dopest Asian food, man. What about your game dev journey? When did that happen? Oh man, that happened back when I had like a good job. I was trying to make games. I would say, I remember the first time I wanted to make a game. It was, I don't even know, man. I was in my like middle 30s, maybe even early 30s. I don't even, it was in San Francisco, and I was going to work, and I was like, man, I want to make games. That would be cool. And I told myself there's no way I could make games. I don't know how to code. I couldn't do anything. And I literally talked myself out of doing it. And I didn't think about it for 5 years, man. For 5 years went by, and I didn't even think about. I just didn't think it could happen. I guess I just didn't believe that I could just somehow make a game. And again, this was like 2012 though, man. This was like nothing existed. Like right now there's this app and you can make cool stuff. It takes time. You can use your Apple Pencil, use your phone, like that's why, like, even like living life adventure, like I could, and I do You know I do. Sometimes I could stay in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, maximum 2 months, and just wake up every day and make games. Like, that's a cool thing. Like, I don't need to be anywhere to make games. I just, honestly, most days I don't even leave the house. Like yesterday, I didn't leave the house. This weekend I was moving. Yeah, I think that's, you know, I try to just like find a place so I don't have to leave. I just like work. And then like 2 days a week, maybe I go out. What were we doing? Yeah, let's check them out. Yeah, but the cool thing about like making games is I never thought well, to be fair, the technology just didn't exist. And the cool thing about, oh, that's not hooked up. When the technology doesn't exist, but following it, like I try to teach myself how to code. I did a bunch of, okay, so these objects are not connected. I did a bunch of like coding classes, and you know, no, like that's the thing, no disrespect to coding. I like without coding, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now with on my iPad on a pencil. But yeah, I've never, like, I have a twin brother. He writes code all day long. I would rather like look at a painting like for an hour, try to guess what the painter was thinking when it was, you know, like just weird stuff. I'd rather do that than, and so using my fingers and making stuff, that's cool stuff, man. What about? Oh, but then, yeah, like, what is it? Yeah. So that job I told you I had after traveling, which gave me the idea of like, oh, I wish every day was an adventure. And now literally like every day is an adventure. I lost that job, and then I got like 1 or 2 more different jobs. And again, I was living in New York City. New York City is rough, dude. Like it's just New York City is not an easy place to live. It's super expensive, and the jobs at the time, I could have gotten a job like whatever amount of money. Let's say like, I think it was like, I don't know. Basically, I was in the tech industry, and the same job in San Francisco paid double in San Francisco, and in New York City paid 50%. And I didn't want to move back to San Francisco, have a job that I didn't really care too much about. And then I didn't want to stay in New York City, have the same kind of job. Well, I got paid 50%. Like, yeah, and I tried a couple of different job opportunities, but like at some point you're just like working for companies, and all I did was like lie to advertise. Like, it was just basically to just take as much money, but it was like, what was it? It was advertising, some kind of media company. I was working for like some media company, and they would just like lie to advertisers, and I would lie to advertisers, and then they would pay the company hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I don't know. I was just out. I was done. I was like, I'm not doing it, man. And yeah, I got rid of everything I owned. Testing 1 2 3. We got Wayward Traveler in the house. What's up? Welcome to the stream. PT Jones was just asking about game dev journey, but I realized This is one of the things that happens to me, man. I just right leg. If I once I start talking, it's hard to stay focused on the task at hand. Left leg. Move this to the center. Got it. Yeah, that's why I think a lot of times when I'm doing these live streams, I do them all the time on TikTok. All the time on TikTok. But usually I don't talk. I find, was the internet going? Was the internet staying? I find it's easier to be in the creative process when I don't talk. I've been talking this whole time, which is not a problem. I appreciate you for listening. You know, I tell people I'm technically an introvert. Like, oh, but I can be an amazing extrovert. I just generally prefer, you know, listening. I feel like people have a lot to say and I have a lot to learn. So I usually don't even talk if I'm out. And I don't know. I think that's kind of weird because I've been talking for the last like hour. But yeah. And then I find personally, if nobody is talking, then I'll talk. The problem is for me, I feel that the problem when I talk is there's just like so much like crazy stories that sound unbelievable. Sometimes like people have a hard time believing my stories. And when people don't believe stories that are true to me, that happen, I generally, I don't know, I just feel like I'll just, it's easier to just not even tell people because, yeah, for me that's easier. I've never heard of Wubbox. I saw there's a couple of hypes about it. Okay, yeah. I'm still trying to figure out the Wubbox. Literally, it like, again, I don't like to talk about the things I'm gonna do, but long-term goal is if I could make a couple of these Wubboxes, then we'll have Wubbox characters. Then I could use those Wubbox characters in a future game. Great idea, I know. But I think it's gonna take a lot of time. Oh, and I'm also working on trying to make a Mario League Racing. I'm working on like remixes right now, or a remix. Happiness of HypeHype has always been live. As for the art, I saw visual artistry in the last few years we could make in such ways with the patience and idea implementation into the powers of HypeHype. Hold on, let me read it over here. Chat window. Oh yeah, always a good idea to support the local economy whenever possible. I try to shop locally. Yeah, dude, I think that's great. I do the same thing as well. I do the thing where I like check the prices of different items everywhere in the world, just to see what's going on. Like in the island in Brazil that I was living at, to do one small load of laundry was $10, which is ridiculously expensive. Oh yeah. I mean, it's just a fascination of like learning about different cultures. They have like banana sugar here or something. But yeah, a lot of great Asian food, and I saw visual artistry in the last few years that we could make in such ways with the patience and idea implementation into the powers of HypeHype. I've never heard of Wubbox. There's a couple of hypes about it though. Yeah. There's some cool animations and things as well. It's conversations with us that gives the show more fun. Thanks, we would appreciate. Yeah, life is crazy. Life is crazy. I was just like thinking, what is it? Oh, Hype C just shadow dropped a future Wubbox game. I hope so. I mean, I don't know if it's a game. I do want to do some animations. I am trying to spend more hours in HypeHype creating and just trying to like get past this mental. I have this like mental barrier of how, well, where I think I should be when making something. I'm just never where I think I should be, which where I should be is an unrealistic expectation. Because I'm a human, and yeah, like the other day, yesterday, I was working on this Marble League Racing Japantown, and just changing the trees, changing small little things here and there, and I spent like 2 hours doing this. And at the end of the 2 hours, I just felt like I wish I would have done more. But you know, when I would make games for the App Store, like my most favorite game, which unfortunately no longer exists anywhere, but I have some video clips of it. But I had such a blast making that game. But it took 3 to 6 months to make that game. And at 1-2 month period, I was waking up at 5:30 a.m. every day and working for 12 hours, making levels, messing with the physics. One of the reasons I was able to wake up at 5:30 a.m. was because I was like coming from somewhere else in the world, so I was kind of jet lagged. So it's like one of these cheat sheets, like when you move somewhere or go somewhere in your body, you're already waking up, and at 5:30 a.m. then you're just like, oh, I'll just use it to my advantage. But that game just to complete the game took 3 to 6 months. That was one game. One game with 50 levels. One game with 50 levels. And I had a blast making that game. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is I need to remind myself that this is a unprecedented ability, and I'm also trying to use my phone more, just because I think it makes really cool videos. Yeah, I spend a lot of time editing videos. I would say as much time as you see me messing around making games, I spend 3x editing videos. Yeah, 12 hours, but that was like, I do consider two of those hours probably exercising, right? Like at least 3 times a week I spend 1 to 2 hours exercising, or eating, or just, you know, it's like meditating. So but yeah, I would, yeah. It's weird, man, like time. Today went by so fast, and I woke up early and I got a lot done, and then I got stuck in traffic, and I never heard of Wubbox either, but I thought it was from My Singing Monsters. Yes, that is correct, it is. Or is it a Roblox thing too? It is not. I do not believe it is a Roblox thing. But this is the guy. So I wish there was audio. Wait, no, is there? Hold on. Yo, check this out. Yeah, there's audio. So I'm really hoping I'm gonna spend more time on these Wubboxes, but the thing that I find fascinating for all of these Wubboxes is specifically the sound effects that are generated when things are happening. So I'm gonna try. First, I'm gonna get the visual aspect to look kind of on point. I'm not exactly sure how to do the mouth yet. But like I got this little piece over here. Let's see if we can. This doesn't want to glue. Why don't you want to glue, bruh? Okay, so I don't think this can glue. So let's go over here. Grab this, duplicate, move it over here, and let's maybe make it a plain container. I don't know. Nope. So just get like 2 pieces here. Oh, undo. How do we get everything? Zoom in. Bro, you have no idea I had been sold my Bud Bro European car and drove it 6,000 miles to take my mom to Las Vegas for the CES 2023 trip to be the official game play tester. Literal mind game owns Quest. Official gameplay tester. Nice, man. That sounds cool. I've always wanted to go to CES. That's always been like... I've always wanted to go. That sounds amazing. I hope you had a blast, man. Like... Should I leave this? Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to, I don't know if this, I'm a little confused. Okay, let me see if I can remove that. Nope, crap, I just put it back in. Okay, let's go over here. And let's just select this. Remove, like that, remove, like this one. I think that's glued on, and then let's hit remove here. Okay, so all these are removed from the container. Let's just delete that. This we don't need. And I'm still trying to figure out the ribs. Let's go ahead and this. Area pick, select the whole thing. Glue, left hand. Now this one, I can glue here. Left hand. Okay, so it is glued, so that's good. I believe that is glued to that. Okay. Zoom in, pinch. Oh, nope. Undo. Yeah, man, I've always wanted to go, like, that's cool. I really like Vegas. Not so much for the strip, but just like there's so much to do. There's a lot of cool things to do. I think it's cool. I like Vegas more than I like Colorado. Although Colorado has more nature, but it's mountains. I think I prefer, I'm a desert person, I guess. Yo, okay, so that's just a little bit way too much. And I think the movement is happening. Up in here. And value, let's do 0.25. Let's see how that works. Yeah, no, see, yes, man. Like, how are the TVs? Did you see some, like, amazing... Ooh, do they have 3D TVs yet? Like, projector? I don't even know. And now my car wires set on fire. I've been blessed by God's grace to have true people offering to help because my mom and I drove homeless for food and clothes, and now I have no house, staying car. Oh man, that's a lot. You went to CES. Wheels, wires set on fire. And that's great people are helping out because homeless. I don't have a house or a car. Ooh, look at that. Looking good. So eventually I'm going to get that set up to go with music. But it sounds like you're safe. Got the internet, that's great. More logic on, like let's do advanced. Let's check out the hip hop dance. Okay, there's a bunch of different dances we can do. Again, I think the coolest thing about a lot of this is the dancing, or no, specifically the sound effects. I do want that his eye to go like more. I got a question from PT Jones. Out of curiosity, are you creating a specific type of character? Have a theme? So I'm creating plant. This one's plant. Notice the eyes. Notice the centerpiece. This guy's got icicles. And they all have like the hands that kind of shoot out. Look at how the legs kind of expand a little bit, and there's a stomping noise. So the cool thing is, once I make one of these, you know, mediocre, again, we'll have it so you select. This is why we have them in the T-pose. We'll have this be invisible. Oh, well, I mean, this is not going to dance. My thought is, each time I make a Wubbox, the Wubbox should be a little bit better. And then I want to mess around with the sound effects. I think that's the biggest thing with the Wubboxes, is that they have a cool sound effects. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work, because I've never messed around. Have you messed around with the sound? Either of you dudes messed around with the sound? Now that you mention it, I did want to see what someone else had done. Oh, thank you for the likes, appreciate you. I'm not sure how to do the rib cage. Alright. Oh, some of these cool. Yo, I don't know what that is. I'll take a look. These were made by Epic Wubbox. This is my username. And these look great. Oh, I wanted to see what that dude did. So we're gonna hit the remix button here. Select remix. What object is this? This is just a pipe or half of a torus. This is cool. This is one of the beautiful things of being able to just like look at how other people make stuff. Like, what is this? This is just two objects inside each other. Well, man, we got the two legs. Okay, so we see the dude's got a little bit of what I got going on here. Here, I was gonna add the lightning particle, which I completely forgot about because I've been talking this whole time. And we got this little ball thing that moves around. I see a lot of people have just like manually created the mouth. I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm thinking about using some kind of vector transform with the wave generator on a random timer. Kind of a little confusing right now, so I mean I'm not even there yet. Also, here's another thing with the eyes. This is a really good use case. You see somebody has the eyes. You can do stuff like this. Oh, I moved it too much. To help with the look. I have another example that someone else has already I've already gotten from someone else. Oh, this looks great. Look at these. So here you can see this color is blanket yellow, a yellow copy. Naming convention isn't that great, but here we can see that the diffuse is black, the specular is black, and then this is ambient, and it leads to kind of like a solid, more solid, almost like a cartoon type of color. Take a look at the rim and the shininess. Sometimes I'll take screenshots of what I'm working with, and then I'll just grab it, go like this. I also find that when I'm making a game, I'll have my iPad and my phone. You know, I bet even having two phones is probably cool too. And yeah, that reminds me, PT. I know you've used the computer. I tried to actually install it on my computer the other day, or at least maybe it was in Brazil, but I wasn't able to install it on my computer. I wanted to try HypeHype on my MacBook because I know it's available. But I swear it's like every time I try, and then it doesn't work, and then 2 months goes by, then I remember it. I think that's because I you know, because eventually I'll be back in Kentucky and I'm gonna have like a dope monitor, you know, like I think like a 32. whatever monitor. Ooh, I might even buy a TV. No, maybe buy a TV monitor because I don't need the high refresh rates. It's like mobile gaming. Uh, anyways, yeah, that sounds amazing. But that's in the future. Out of curiosity, oh yeah, not coming out. Yeah, that is cool. Well, there are some couple of glitch sounds you could probably add a randomizer for the glitch. Oh, the Wi-Fi's gone. So are we still around? And we're still yeah. What are the glitch sounds? Maybe we can test those out. Oh, what is this? This is just a bowl. Is this a bowl? I don't know what this looks like. Let's take a look. And let's go ahead and do the scale. So this is just a bowl. But like, I wish there was a way to like get the name of the object. Like, I don't know the name of this object. Like, if I wanted to find, like, there's no like history. Like, how do I? I guess technically I could just copy this object and then paste it. Why don't I just do that? No, it's one thing to have a problem. Like, I don't know the name of this object. Not a problem, but it's good to have a solution. Let's see if I'm gonna copy that object, I might as well see if there's anything else on springs. I like that. These are good shovel boots. Just in case, you can always access HypeHype via the web if backbuild isn't working. Yeah. That, I mean, it's doper, right? It's doper on the application than on the web build, or is it very similar? Yeah, again, I think my issue is like when I don't get it to work, I completely forget about it and months go by. And then I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this mouse, I dropped it a year ago in Mexico on concrete floor, and I basically broke the right button. Oh wait, is that working? No. Okay, like, not really. Anyways, I broke the mouse, and so it just reminds me of my clumsiness. I think that's one of the reasons humans are weird. I'm reminded by my clumsiness, so I don't look into it too much further. These look so cool, man. Oh, I was gonna copy. Always gotta give people props. And I don't have, man, I don't have emojis in this. I have too many different languages, and none of them. And somebody playing a game. Let's take a quick break of making games and let's join somebody in a game. I've been seeing a lot more multiplayer games, which is great. Got the Radiant Dolphin. Dude. Oh, there's a lit up geese, goose, quacker. Quest or something, dude. Hi, Blink. Let's have some. Oh, we got another duck over there. we'll get back to the what boxes in a second. I've been working for a couple of hours. So important to take breaks. I Blink explored the Blink adventure. Yo, that's hilarious. Makes me think of okay, so the other two left. What is it? That movie Guy, the with the Ryan Reynolds, I think. And then he gets like the super dude, and he's like into a Blink comment here. Okay, let's get back. I wanted to yeah, find this. Leave a message. I like to leave comments. I made an ice Wubbox, frosted between water. Thanks for adding mine. Tortillas, got some good ones for sure. Nah, didn't add cold Wubbox. Okay. Let's stop. Okay. Oh, and we were gonna go in, hit remix, gonna hit this, so hit okay. And I wanted to copy and paste some objects. So that one, nope, this bowl, then leave with, so let's go here, action, copy. This. Go back to mine. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I sometimes get frustrated that I always have to hit this little back button. But then the other day I was in TikTok and I like went down the rabbit hole and I had to hit the back button like so many times. And I think that's just how it is when you go down the rabbit hole. Okay, so let's go over here. Hit paste. 3 objects. Oh, there they are. They're over here. I don't see the half height or the half. Is it down here maybe? Oh, maybe logic on. Yeah, I don't see it. Go ahead, delete her. Nope, delete. Nope, not delete. That's exactly it. Delete. Okay, we got this and moving. Oh yeah, weird. Oh, it's a bowl. Oh. Right. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm kind of like, I wish I would have gotten more done, man, but that's okay. I think it's nice to hang out and chat. Definitely. Like I said, you'd be surprised. I am not that. But again, I think it's just I am talkative. I just prefer to listen to people because when you know you can learn. At least for me, I learned so much just by listening to people. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so we got to get this thing to wobble around a little bit. Maybe have it move. I've also just noticed that whenever you talk, we can hear a bit of the music. If not, it's off. Oh yeah. That's that is the setting I set up on OBS Studio at least maybe let's say a year ago. But the music drops down whenever there's no talking. No. Yeah. When there is talking, the music drops down. I'm also on TikTok right now. Got some people hanging out on TikTok, and yeah, I'm trying to do the thing where I like film. I don't know if you've seen some of my like YouTube videos or TikTok videos, but yeah, now that I have two phones and an iPad, it just seems like a lot more fun, like way to create content. At least I've been enjoying it, and it's been getting a lot more like views and stuff. Because I think when you can see the game getting made with hands on top of everything, like here I got three fingers moving it, and what you see is the world moving around. But when you have the actual fingers, I think it looks cooler. The downside is that the quality in like the TikTok or the recording videos, it's not as good as what is actually on the screen, right? And the thing is like this, what I'm recording here is the iPhone 14 Pro Max, so it's like literally, my humble opinion, the best phone on the market. And this is like 2001 iPad or I don't remember when I got this iPad. At least no, last year I got a lot. So this iPad is 1 year old. So like these are both really good hardware, but I don't know. But I'm a snob. I'm a snob when it comes to the tech stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know. I get it though. Like I'm in the Philippines, and yeah, like, well, I would say definitely in Brazil, any technology you want, the government charges a lot more because of taxes. I don't think it's as bad here in the Philippines. But even it's weird, man. I was at this big grocery store, and I was looking at thermals, just like little thermals. And the technology of thermals that they have in this country is about 5 years old. And this is just for beverages, hot and cold. Like, yeah. Yo, meet Tom, what's up? Not sure what you're saying. Probably saying what up. Traveling companion. Yeah, saw that game dev vlog vid. Fun montage. Oh yeah. That was a lot of fun to make, and I was trying to do like a outro, intro, outro, intro. That took a. I deleted some of those videos too on my phone, which just makes me think I should never delete anything on my phone. Robo BR. Hi, my name is Ariel. Welcome. I'm an expert Buildbox developer. I like your product. Any way to export monetize? Maybe you can make it like Roblox with some monetized methods. Yo, Robo, you're about 2 years late. I use HypeHype, which is a cool app to develop games and animations, and in this case, a Wubbox. That is a kind of an old software that I no longer use. So unfortunately, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like Snapchat. I have no idea what's going on with Snapchat. I used Snapchat like a couple of times. I even applied to get a job at Snapchat in like 2016 or 17. They never responded, but that's okay. Oh, I like your product. Oh, so this is not my product. I am just a user. I am a user of the product. And as someone who uses it, I think it's great. It's made by a game studio in Finland. It's on beta. Anybody can have access to it if they fill out a form on hypehype.com. Give them an email address. Yeah. Here, let me type it in for you, Hype. Access So the big thing to know here is that this is in beta. I think people get confused by that all the time, especially, you know, I mean, especially if you don't know what that means. Like, you don't know what it means, you're gonna get confused. Basically, it's being developed today, and every day it's a little bit better. But right now, it's being developed. So, as it's being developed, they're working on it. They're trying to make it better. They're finding bugs. When it comes, and I have other videos on it, so be sure to check out my playlist. I got where I'm making games on my phone, making games on a train, making games on a bus. Just going through. There's some good ones that I've been working on recently. It's just basically like the tutorials of what I'm working on. HypeHype tutorials, basically like walkthroughs. Okay, do you think this is better than the... Yeah, well, I don't recommend Buildbox. I don't even like to say their name out loud because I feel like it's giving them some kind of credit. I'm not a fan. I kept all the videos that I made over the years on my channel because if it helps somebody make a game, like I'm more about like making games. Like, you want to make a game, I want to make a game. If you want to make a game, like making games, excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. Making games is a process, and if there's any possibility that I can help anybody make a game, I'm gonna help. So, but as a company, I think they are focused. Like, I used that software for 5 years, and they made small, like they never made big improvements. So, and like I have a whole video on it. I recommend you check that one out. It's on a playlist. Just let's see if I can find. I'm gonna find it for you because I think it's like Buildbox. Yeah. Yeah. Here's let me share you this video. So check out that video. It took me a long like I remember I was in Las Vegas. They just lifted the pandemic. I gotta go blow my nose, man. I'll be right back. Yeah, no, it's weird. I believe everything like works out in some kind of like just random way because I was very disappointed with the software I was using to make games because for 5 years I just hoped they would improve the software, and instead they just kind of like made every bad choice in the book. And it just reminds me of like when I had a regular job and the companies would just like lie to other companies to just try to make money. It was just like all everybody wanted to do was like make money. And they would just lie. And I was like, I was over it. I was over that. And yeah. So I stopped using it, and I made that video that I linked to And that video, I was, oh man, I was like so upset. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Because like, you know, when you learn to make games, it doesn't matter what engine, or for me, it doesn't matter what engine you use. What matters is that you just keep making games. And so, yeah, on the road trip home, it was like, it took a week to get home. I discovered HypeHype. And when I was literally just messing with HypeHype on my phone for like 4 or 5 days from Las Vegas, Colorado, Kentucky, or Kansas City to Kentucky. And it blew my mind. Blew my mind. Like, I have been watching the mobile game industry basically every day for the last 5 to 7 years. And the things that you could do in HypeHype a year and a half ago blew my mind, man. Like, it just, like, wow. But any recommendation to game engines with export features? Yeah. If you want export features, go with Godot. I forget which language it does. Like, the thing with HypeHype is it's in the beta. I saw that there was a chat going on in the Discord with, I believe, the CEO and somebody else who's a developer in HypeHype, who's familiar, and they wanted to test out exporting for iOS, for Android, for Steam, but this is for people who are with the beta, have experience. Again, the app is not ready for the public. It may be 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years. Yeah, what's up, Google? I'm working on it. I'm doing a lot more talking, but thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you. Just here, watch. Let's have them dance. So step 1 is get all the mechanics to work properly. Then step 2 will be to add the musicness to it. So here, let's go dance hip hop. Yeah, so Ariel, I guess what I'm trying to say is HypeHype is in beta. So they may in the future do some kind of export. They may not. They may do, because if you've ever played Badlands, I don't know if you played Badlands Party. Let's take a look at this. This is a human thigh. I was looking at doing research. Bad Party. So this game right here, Badlands Party, this was made with the HypeHype engine, but it was made with professionals. Like I'm an amateur game maker. I spend hours and hours just trying to make a Wubbox game. That's I am not paid a developer's salary to just spend 9 hours making games. I actually spend more time editing videos than making games. And then again, also making games is a process in learning of trying to get better, yada yada. Thank you for your... Okay, got it. Thank you so much for your help. Yeah, man, I'm glad that you have found usefulness in anything that I put out there, because you know, when it comes to, and this is how I think of like anything in life, like when it comes to my help, I could only show you the things that I have learned. Anything more requires your interest, your follow through, because learning whether game development coding, cooking, anything takes time. So what blocks? ATM Godot would be also my second choice. It's free and open source. Plus, you can export it to basically any platform. Unity is also good, but you might have to look at the free versus pro limitations. Yeah, these are all good platforms. My biggest thing, I used to make games for the App Store and the Play Store. I would say my biggest issue was all I want to do is make games. That's it. Like, make games, make animations, just move around in like a 3D world and like do cool stuff that I've never done before. When making games for the App Store and Play Store, you have to do a lot of paperwork when it comes to appliances. I mean, even screenshots. And Apple has a, you'll learn about it. You'll learn about it. If you've ever published to the App Store, then you know about it. And if you haven't, then you will learn about it. But I'm not about that. I was over it. So yeah, I just started doing HypeHype. HypeHype, I just make games. I don't have to worry about any kind of compliance issues or anything. I just hit a button. I hit publish. 2022, I made 72 different games and animations. When I was making games for the App Store and Play Store, the most I ever did, like maybe five games. So, you know, when you the way you make games and animations and even stories is different with HypeHype. So it's like you change the way you, at least for me, it's like if you change the way you see the world you see changes. I am every day changing the way I see making games and animations. The way I make games and animations every day changes. What's up? Well, I don't know what these. Yeah, penguin animation. So I think that's like one of the coolest things is for me, this app pushes the boundaries on how I see everything, see the world. And as someone who literally every day, like the world is like, it blows my mind. Get the max of luck you have. Max of luck you have. Yeah. I hope everybody gets the max luck. I wonder if I can just copy this and put it over. Duplicate. Let's go with this. Oh, but we gotta change this object over here. Open, we're missing that center piece. Oh, wave transform. Delete. Output value to this one. And we're going to select the amount. Something. It should be an error, but I don't see it. Oh. think I broke it. Okay, so this should be something here. Oh yeah, there it is. There's an error. Okay, cool. Hit the max of everything. That being said, HypeHype is excellent all in one platform. You can chat, game. Oh yeah, they got single player and multiplayer in HypeHype. That's being developed, and yeah, yeah. Anybody can make games. I think that's the thing. If you've ever wanted to make a game, and you don't even have to make a game. Like I recommend when starting out to just like make, like here I'm making an animation. Like, yeah, I think here there's a game. Let me show you a game I'm working on. I should finish. I gotta. Again, the way I make games is differently. I have like a couple of projects that I'm working on, and it's just it's more of a yeah. It just I feel like to me, HypeHype makes making games almost like a game in itself, where you can learn, but you have to coordinate and find out where you're at and where you want to go. So it's like hypothetically, if you're in like a open world game where you can make any game animation or whatever you want, and you need to learn the tools, and there are a bunch of different tools, but you gotta start somewhere. Like that's the biggest thing when making a game is you gotta just be okay with making mistakes, trying your best. And we're gonna select this guy on this right hand. That and this also. Well, I think here right hand. Yeah, but you know, I'm also kind of like a nerd in that aspect. Like that's why I think that. Okay, so this is a little bit too much. There we go. Google reacts. I believe in you. Thank you so much. I also believe in you. In my case, this allows me to focus what I really enjoy the most, creating games. Yeah, dude, PT, that's like not only creating games, it's like I'll create games, a bunch of different ideas, forget about some of the ideas, and then come across them later and then bring them back to life. And it's just, to me, it's almost it is a little bit more chaotic. When I was making games for the App Store and Play Store, I would never work on multiple ideas at once, because if you were to work on multiple ideas at once, you would never finish a game. And the biggest thing about making games for me is finishing the game. A lot of games people make, they never finish. But with HypeHype, the way you make games is completely different. Like, I can make a game in an hour. I can make a game in 5 hours. I can make a game in 24 hours. I can make an anime. Like, you gotta change the way you think, and you can make so many different things, explore different ideas. Oh, you know what? We need to add this particle over here. Let's do that. You know what? Maybe I think I need to add a little image with. So I'm gonna go grab a cube. So again, making games is a process and you learn along the way. And so what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing an item, this small cube. Oh, there it is. And let's go ahead and let's just make it white. Oh, actually, you know, a cube might be a little confusing. Let's go, look at this. And I'm gonna put it here as a placeholder. What I really want for this, so I believe this is the left thigh. Remember we were doing like, or was it the left thigh or left leg? I think it's the left thigh, right thigh. And then we're gonna go here and select particle effect. And now this is what we want. We want to scale with object. Actually, maybe this should be smaller. I'm gonna go ahead, change this object. And yeah, the only reason I know how to do any of this is because, I mean, clearly I don't know how to spell. Oh, it still brought something up. Oh, I did spell correctly. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I guess I just give myself a hard time sometimes. Let's go with the alien orb. And I need to get a white here. Yeah, the only reason I know how to do any of what I'm doing now is because I have done it before. Oh no, I can't. There's like the bug where sometimes you can't have extra objects because it thinks you have too many objects. I can't create more colors. Oh no, I don't like that. So let's go to this gray over here then. And let's just make everything white. But I need like a white here. It's a little white. It looks almost like a little bit of pink. That's okay. We go here. Make that white. Maybe even make this kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then add the particle. Go to the green lightning. You know what? We can even take this and make it invisible. The lightning invisible? No, wait. Yeah, okay. So we want that lightning effect there. This is the actual size of the particle effect, and this is the size of the particle effect in the sphere that is small. Epic Wubbox lyrics right underground. I'll be honest with you, I can actually I can freestyle rap a little bit. That's the thing I can do. Okay, let's go to the hip, to the hop, and we got this on the wrong side. So this is definitely hooked up to something, but this is looking great. Turn the logic off. Okay, so this one is not connected. That's okay. I don't know where this piece is. Let's find it. Oh, there it is. Select, we're gonna delete. And let's go ahead and select here. And I think that's, again, the right leg. Yeah, right leg. And then up here is the thigh. That's why I was looking at that pictures of muscles. Okay. Well, I'm gonna save it and let's, you know what, let's play some games for a little bit. I would like to make it to the 2-hour mark, and yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. And Fogel, yes, like Plant Wubbox, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification. Man, you sound like me. Thank you for the shout out. Let's see what. Okay, oh, we got a game. Okay, so this is Shogun playing the game. We can watch. I do love this feature where you can watch. The high score. Okay, we got a Sam the Gamer. Oh, I don't know what HypeHype are gonna do. Let's see if we can't get a high score on this. Touch the lantern to start. Okay. I think that was bad. Okay, so also one of the best. What is that? Oh, that's a bomb. I thought. Oh jeez. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Also, one of the best things about this app is oh crap. One of the best things you can do to learn how to make a game in the app is to play a game. You can play a game and you can see how it's made. And you can use those pieces to help you make a game. Oh crap, that was the help. Like you need to see where the bomb is so you can avoid the bomb. Basically, playing games can help you learn how to make games, and you could just do this. You can hit this remix button. I do wish they had it back to the single touch, but I think they'll bring it back eventually. And you can see Vaughn, clearly professional master game maker dude. Like me, I'm trying to make a Wubbox dance. This dude, this is called spaghetti when it's all over the place. Super. You know, I hope to one day be at the level Vaughn is. I think no matter where you are, the bomb always pushes you unless there's a hidden jump button. Good to know. Talking some tactics. So let's see if I can't get a better score. So yeah, that's the cool thing. Like HypeHype will help you learn how to make better games. Like, oh crap. Like, no other game. Oh, okay. But again, I think they're on some future level stuff. And when you're in the future, when you're in the unknown, people are. Oh crap. When you're in the unknown, people are worried. People, you know. Nope, over here. Okay, there's my survived 8 rounds. If I can make it to the magic number 42, I'll be happy. Sound effects happening. Oh. Dude, that almost landed on me. Oh, here we go. Red is bad. Dude is angry, man. Oh, was it because I took the lantern? And so basically my dude's a thief, I think. I think I took his lantern. Oh. So how did somebody got like 200 on this? So I think this is a little bit of a cheese. I just kind of stay over here and this tree, there's a collision. So that's also one of the cool things, like when you make games, you understand a lot about the physics of how certain things work. There is a collision added, like a collision piece for the tree that stops my dude from flying off the board. Like just right there, you saw him get knocked. So when you make games, you understand how the physics and mechanics of games work. Now, I didn't make this game. Oh crap. New personal best, almost got a little bit higher than HypeHype. Yeah, when you make games and you play games, these things help each other in a way that blows my mind. And yeah, I'll get to do this again tomorrow. Until next time, everybody, thanks for hanging out and stay safe out there. Stay hydrated. Okay, peace.